Okay, and welcome back to my channel. Folks, in today's video, we're going to be reacting to something. What could it be, Joe? What is it? Iggy, what do you think it might be?
How do you strangle someone with a balloon?
No, Iggy, not quite. You just stay in your corner. Just relax, okay? Just sit there and be hush, okay? Shh. Anyway, folks, it's not what Iggy was thinking. It's probably what you are thinking since you have seen the title and you have seen the thumbnail. But I gotta tell you anyway. Folks, in today's video, we are reacting to the It Welcome to Derry trailer. Now, not the fucking, was it 10-second trailer that came out ages ago? No, because that would be a shit reaction. We are going to be reacting to the 2-minute trailer for It Welcome to Derry. Now, if none of you know, I'm a big horror movie fan, and one of them is It. I love the character of Pennywise, I love the Losers Club, I love the Bowers Gang, I love all of that. I'm a big fan of the It franchise. I would go as far to say that I love it. Anyway, enough jokes aside. We're gonna hop into this, and I hope that I will enjoy it. So let's get to it. Yeah, I'm gonna roll tonight.
You poor thing. Get in before you get your death of cold.
Now you just tell us where home is. We'll get you back to your parents safe and sound, okay?
Anywhere but Derry.
Things that happened in the past.
My family and I just moved to town.
1962.
Oh!
Hey, baby.
Happened in your mind.
Today was 4 months, and they never even found the body. That means murder.
This business with the missing kids. Do I need to be concerned? Never a bad idea to keep the people you love close.
No adult's ever gonna believe what we saw. I wouldn't. There's a history of stuff like this happening in Derry.
You kids keep your noses out of police business.
I heard voices in the pipes. Have you ever heard of something like that?
There's something bad here. Derry.
It Welcome to Derry. This fall. Woo! Well, folks, that was quite something. First things first. I love how they didn't really show Pennywise. I really like that. And the reason I like that is because if none of you know how the first It film was made, they kept Pennywise away from the kids so that the director Andy Muschietti, I like to call him Andy Muschietti, like a machete. Anyway, I like how he wanted to keep the kids away from Bill Skarsgård, who played Pennywise. So whenever Pennywise would have a scene with one of the kids, they would get the actual reaction, like the terrified look on the kids' faces, the real tears, the real emotion, all, really. And I really like that they haven't really shown him. Now, they might show him as it goes on, they might bring out a new trailer and properly show him, but we only really got a sneak bit of him. And the laugh. Oh, that laugh echoes in my fucking head. I love it. But I'm gonna tell you a few things that I noticed during this trailer. First things first, it's in the 60s. And that is, they're going back in time. I thought they would have had, like, I don't know, Pennywise continue on in, like, the 21st century. To be fair, that would be fucking boring, but it would be interesting. Because in the It book, and it is one fucked up book, but in the book, oh no, sorry, not in the It book, in another book by Stephen King, one of the characters go through Derry, and there's this mural which was left by the Losers Club. You know, Bill, Richie, Stan, Eddie, Beverly, Mike. Who else is there? Did I say Richie? I don't know. But the Losers Club, you know, the Lucky Seven, they had a mural which says something like, to all the kids lost in the storm, and something, and love from Bill, Richie, Stan, Eddie, you know, as it goes on. And spray painted over it is Pennywise Lives. So that's why I thought they were gonna, you know, continue it after the whole Losers Club story. But no, they're going back in time, which would be interesting because Pennywise's story, if you just don't know, he's like this, I don't know, this alien clown demon thingy that crashed on Earth centuries ago. You know, he's been here a long, long time before any of us. So there's a lot to be said there. And if it's in the 60s, we might get, you know, like the Black Spot Fire. If you don't know, that was a nightclub in the It story where a load of black men and women would go to this nightclub. White people too, but mostly black people, just for them to hang out and stuff. And a organization, they're basically like the KKK, burnt it down, and somehow Pennywise was involved, or he was there watching it, or like, I don't know, he did something. And they might show that. What else? I noticed an actor from a TV show I watched called Gotham. And the actor, I cannot remember his name, but he is the same actor that played Lucius Fox. So I think that he may be playing, not Mike Hanlon's dad, but his grandfather, perhaps, because, you know, it's in the 60s, and in the It movies, you know, he comes back with the whole Losers Club thing, where we first see him is in the 80s, I think it's 1989, I believe so. And the next time we see them, 27 years later, is 2016. And, you know, I think they might put Mike's grandfather in there. Or it could just be Mike, because in the movies, Mike isn't there. You know, Mike's dad isn't there. He is, I believe he's dead in the movies. Or something like that, because he lives with his grandfather, I know that. Obviously, he's alive in the books and in the TV show, but in the movie, it's his grandfather. So they might just kill off his dad in this. But there's a lot to unpack in this. This was a really good trailer first. I just want to put that out there. Great fucking trailer, and I cannot wait for it. No pun intended that time. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, I noticed the police chief, whenever it cuts to the kids, there's a thing, I think it said Office of something Bowers. Now, in the It story, there's this gang of bullies called the Bowers Gang, led by a teenager called Henry Bowers, who's like this bully You know, he's been bullying the losers for years. He's the one who calls them the Losers Club. And Pennywise ends up brainwashing him to try and kill them. And he fails. And then he tries to go back 27 years later and ends up in the book. He ends up accidentally stabbing himself. In the TV show, the same thing happens. He accidentally stabs himself. Or is it... I think it might be Eddie who stabs him. And then in the movie, fucking Richie just... with a hatchet. But I noticed the Byers thing. So that could be... Butch Byers, which is Henry's father, piece of shit. Butch Byers' father. So we might just get to see like a young Butch and like what he was like. I always imagined him being a bully like his son, because in the It universe, it's very there's a cycle of bad people and bad things happening in town. Not just because of it, but he has like this effect on the people of Derry. And he tends to like in the in the main story, the Byers gang. 27 years later, a gay man is beaten and then thrown off a fucking bridge. You know, there's gangs of bullies and other horrible people like the Bradley gang, I believe they're called. They had like a shootout and Pennywise was involved in it somehow. I think he was actually involved in the shooting. The Black Spot Fire, like I mentioned. And way before that, a guy called John Marston, or something like that. Sounds a wee bit like John Marston from Red Dead. He killed his family, then killed himself, I believe. There's just a cycle of violence and terrible people throughout the history of Derry and horrible things happening. So, besides all my little theories and, things I've noticed, this was a great fucking trailer and I can't wait to see it. Pun highly intended that time. But I'll be looking forward to this. I cannot wait. Let me know what you thought. You thought in the comment section down below. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And have a good one.